I found heaven right here on earth. Someone for me, a woman I love.
That's I Found Heaven, Richie Stevens. Gotta send a shout out to Rico Vibes. I'm coming, boss. I'm coming. You don't know the music. Sweet me. It's that time again. It's Conversations with Rico Vibes for the Tanya Mullings Show in the spotlight. My good friend Richie Stevens. Take it away, boss.
Gonna get inside the feature segment today. It's all courtesy yours truly, Rico Vibes. Also, it's all about Conversations with Rico Vibes for the Tanya Mullings Show. That's how we do it, folks. Kill two birds with one stone. And our featured guest today goes by the name of Richard Stevens. That's right, Richard Stevens. And he's got a brand new CD on the streets right now. It's called Real Reggae Music. It's a wicked, wicked compilation of music. And it's called Real Reggae Music. And we're going to get inside that right about now, folks. Mr. Richard Stevens, how you doing, my brother?
Yeah, man, I'm live on the living color, Mr. Rico Vibes.
Man, I'm telling you, man, we just blaze it. I've gotten up to number 5 so far. I didn't even want to stop, man. The vibes is so nice. I didn't want to stop to even do the interview. The vibes is so nice on this record right here, man. I'm telling you.
Well, you know, that's the power of music, man. It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe.
Absolutely. Now, you know, you had Busy Signal come out with reggae music again. Then you had Gramps Morgan come out with, what was that? Reggae Music Lives. Now we've got real reggae music. What's going on in the industry that we need to know about?
Well, I guess lots of us see the need of do what we can to preserve this great genre, which is reggae music. Because we've been getting a lot of complaints internationally about the kind of material that is coming from Jamaica. I mean, it is no secret now that better reggae music is coming from out other parts of the world than Jamaica.
Absolutely.
And that is a shame because Jamaica is the land of reggae. This great music was born right here, and there's no one to complain to, there's no one to blame but ourselves.
Right.
I think the rest of the world is embracing reggae and loving reggae more than us as Jamaican people. So I guess we as reggae artists have to now just do something about it, which is to really get back to the original form of the music and produce and compose some authentic reggae music that people can enjoy again around the world.
Absolutely. Wow.
It doesn't take me alone. Busy Signal, as you say, Marvin Heritage, myself, and all of the reggae artists just have to pay some serious attention to creating the authentic reggae music and present it to the world like once before.
Right. Man. You know what? The first time I heard this album, I was listening to Clinton Lindsay a few months ago. And he interviewed you, and you were featuring some of the tracks off this album. And I immediately said, you know, I got to get this album. Not that, you know, I'm also a Richie Stevens fan, but as a fan, you know, you listen to the music, you listen to the rhythms that you chose to put on this album. And what was the thought process behind the rhythms that you chose?
Again, it is from the idea of putting an album together that we get into the root of the music. So when me and my manager and producer, Mr. Danny Brownie, starts thinking about putting the album together, we thought it would be a good thing to go and get some of them original reggae tracks that's been created from the 60s. And we decided to approach Bonnie Lee about it, who's one of the legendary producers. And we managed to get some rhythm tracks from him. And we didn't try to recreate it or do too much. We just kind of put a little digitalization on it to just bring up the volume a little more or to make it a little heavier. But we didn't try to overdub too much or change the color of it. So tunes like I Found Heaven, tunes like Set It Off, tunes like Let Your Will Be Done are some of the songs that are untouched. They are just straight rhythm from the 60s that we wrote. So what you find is, as one writer explained, it is the authenticity with a fresh vibe. That is what comes to mind when you listen to real reggae. So I am glad that people are getting that inspiration, people are getting that vibe, because that is exactly what we went for.
Absolutely. Once again, we're talking live with Mr. Richie Stevens. This is Rico Vibes, a conversation with Rico Vibes for the Tanya Mullings Show. Now, you've got, 16 tracks on it? Let me just double check.
No, 14 tracks.
14 tracks on it. 14 tracks on it. And you did a cover of a Bob Marley song. What made you chose that particular song, in that song in particular?
Well, I must tell you, wasn't a plan with me and Danny to do a Batman cover. I was just approached by a producer from out of Europe with that rhythm track to do a song on it. And when I took the rhythm from him and listened to it over and over, I just hear the melody of No Woman No Cry all over the track. That is what I was hearing. And I hummed the melody to Danny Brownie and also the producer. And I said, what they think? And they said, well, that sounds nice. And then we just went in and tried a voice on it. And it turned out that we use it for the recording and also use it for the album. So it was a coincidence why we end up with that track. But then again, sometimes some great things happen out of the simplest situation.
Right.
Now that the track is on the album, I just came from a 7-week tour that I performed the song on stage, and that is the song that really tore Europe apart.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Now, as a producer yourself, when you go into work with other producers, how is that experience?
Well, it's always a pleasure to work with other people, because what it does is take you out of your comfort zone. Especially Danny Brownie, for argument's sake, as a good producer. He will tell me things to do that I would normally do if I was doing it on my own. Which is a good thing, because sometimes by staying in your lane alone, it can get a little bit much. In other words, people heard that before. People would really appreciate a little difference. And so that is what it does. But then again, you can work with producers also who lead you in the wrong direction. So, it's something that you have to be mindful of and just know consciously what you want.
Right. Now, I've got a Jamaican lady on the chat line is wondering who's the producer. Jamaican lady's in Germany, by the way, and she's wondering who's the producer out of Europe that you spoke about a few minutes ago.
Wow. Radiation Squad.
There you go. So there's
some young youths, young youths. So I never really hesitate to give young people a try,
Absolutely. No.
So when they approached me about it, it wasn't about no money. It wasn't about them paying me advance or nothing. I heard the track, I like it, and I say, you know what, let me help them out.
Okay. Now, we started off talking about the fact that we're trying to get back to the roots of reggae music. What do you think, is there anything else we need to do? I mean, as a radio announcer, this whole show is about reggae music. I don't play dancehall on here, nothing else but reggae music. What do you think we need to do in addition to what we're already doing?
Well, that is a very good start. People, we really need to take a look in what is happening with the music. And one of the things that is happening is that we're losing out big time. And I hear lots of my other colleagues sometimes make mention of people that thief the music and all kind of thing. And them think there's foolishness.
Right.
Nobody can thief reggae. Reggae is Jamaica. Jamaica is reggae. Reggae is the people of Jamaica. The people of Jamaica is reggae. We walk, talk, and eat reggae. The problem is, of late, we're not been presenting the quality reggae music that we used to. Of late, the genre has been shifted. And don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting for the music to stay one way. It must evolve.
Right.
Just like how it was rocksteady, ska, and all these things that we've been through. But one thing's for sure is that we're almost giving up on reggae in this side of the world. Where you come to Jamaica sometimes, they hear other genres more than reggae on some radio stations.
Absolutely.
And it shouldn't be like that, because if you go into their country, it won't be the same. They will play their music more than reggae music. And reggae music is a big music that we happen to be the owner of. So why can't we keep on showing the world that this is our music by the quality music that we put out, by the quality performances that we've been doing around the world, by the quality young artists that we put out? Because what is one of the biggest disappointments is some of the songs and some of the artists that's been coming out of Jamaica. And don't get me wrong, I don't have nothing against no new artists. I don't got nothing against young people. But some of the artists that coming out now, some of the songs that's been produced, you must have a question it, man. Because the world don't find it at all. You know, it is not anything that will go anywhere. It's not working. It is not happening. I mean, there's a genre of music that is changed from dancehall to what I don't know. But some of the beats that's producing, don't know what there's no category for it. So people are kind of looking at, hey, what is going on in Jamaica, man? Jamaica dropped the ball, man.
Right.
You know, after hearing all these complaints, you just have to get back to the drawing board.
Wow.
And to really campaign with the music again, because in Germany, in France, parts of Africa, you know, I mean, some serious music, reggae music been coming from those countries.
Absolutely.
And serious reggae artists.
Absolutely.
So,
Wow.
so we really need to play catch up at this time.
Wow. Once again, folks, we're talking live with Richie Stevens. Now, as a veteran in the business, and, you know, we've got a lot of conflicting opinions about what I'm about to say. What do you think about the fact that Eddie Murphy has now gotten into reggae music, Snoop Lion has now gotten into reggae music? What's your opinion on those artists and that, what's going on right now?
It's a wonderful thing, my brother.
Okay.
It's a wonderful thing. All the pop artists and all the whatever artists who want to get, all the movie stars and all these people who wants to get into the music. I welcome them. And one thing you must understand, there are so many genres in this world. And if these people are going to pick reggae music, it is telling us that reggae music is very special. Reggae music is the voice of the voiceless. And it's clear that Snoop Dogg, for argument's sake, he wants to make a statement. It's clear that Eddie Murphy has something to say. And that's the reason why they're choosing reggae music.
Okay.
Also, those people brought serious star power to the music and will help to promote the music even to a bigger audience. That we must not forget. You understand me?
Absolutely.
And they can't take away nothing, because I don't think Eddie Murphy or Snoop Dogg can do a better song than Business Signal. You know, so we must not... All right, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Some people might disagree with me, but the truth is, what are you saying? Is it okay for these international people to buy the tickets and fill up the stadiums or the concert venues, but it's not cool for them to be artists of the genre? That is a very, very selfish thing, man. Let me tell you something, man. This music is for everybody. We must get out of this thing where we feel like it's only Jamaican who should sing reggae music. Anybody want to sing reggae music, they're welcome, man. I mean, you don't hear hip-hop artists going around and talk about people want to sing hip-hop. And yet you have the hip-hop artists every corner of the world.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way, but there's a lot of folks who feel that, you know, the music, the quality is not good. They don't understand, you know, why they're doing it. You know, they're ripping off our music. They're, you know, and I don't feel that way at all. Exactly what you just said is the same way I feel.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. If the quality is good or not good, it is up to the audience. If it's good, it works. If it ain't good, it's not going anywhere. That is not a decision about you, for you and I.
Right.
Bruno Mars is one of the superstars of the world, and he's doing lots of reggae music. We can't say Bruno Mars shouldn't been doing it.
You're right.
It means that the music has a big appeal. Look how many other genres exist today. That you don't hear. It's not regarded as international music because it's just a little part. Wherever Caribbean country it may come from. It's popular in that side, but it's not popular nowhere else. That is how we would prefer reggae music? No, I don't think so. So whosoever wants to sing it, whosoever wants to support it, whosoever wants to be a fan, we should welcome them.
Absolutely. And I feel the same way. Now, a few months ago, I interviewed Gentleman, and he gave you praises. So I've got you on the phone now. How do you feel about working with Gentleman?
Let me tell you something, man. Gentleman is more than a brethren, it's more than a family. Gentleman is a youth who, to me, is a clean spirit. He's a great soul. That's what I see in Gentleman. You see, I've just got back from a 7-week tour with Gentleman.
Right.
Gentleman is a major superstar in Europe, and he's not afraid to share his spotlight and share his stage with someone like me, who he might tell people all the time, who help to open the door. But then there's so many artists that I've helped in this business who never even turn back to say thanks. You understand? Now, I went to Europe to do some shows on my own, and there's John Gentleman and his tour, and it was one of the most wonderful tours, major festivals we've done across Europe. You understand? Lots of artists I know wouldn't do that. So I just have to big up Gentleman as a great artist and as a wonderful friend.
Now, you know, before you go, there's so many people. You have Lady Saw, who's saying that she no longer enjoy the business, she doesn't like the business anymore. What keep you inspired and motivated to do this as many years as you've been doing it?
Well, it starts with the love of music. My love has never been shifted. I love music. I love to sing music. I like to write music. I like to perform on stage. And I stick closely to the Almighty Father throughout the years. That has always been my way of surviving. That has always been, I don't focus on people. I don't focus on what people say. I just always praise this to the Almighty in my own quiet way. Whatever challenges, whatever come up, whatever I have to face, I just kind of look at the fact that once upon a time, I was just a little pauperized child hoping for a break in this life, in this music. And the Almighty has created that break for me. So I'm not going to let no stumbling stone stop me. People not going to stop me. The man have to pick up a gun and shoot me down first. Nobody can say nothing to hurt me anymore. I'm a big man on my back broad. I've been through all of them troubles through my life.
Gotcha.
You understand me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Whatever people say, them say it already. You understand? And right now I'm just as solid as a rock in this life. So my advice to ladies is just put your trust in the Almighty, man, and not in people. Don't make what people say I disappoint you and make you get so bitter. And come on, man, you're supposed to understand people. Understand what people's about. You're very successful. That's what they should be giving thanks for every day, and the business way that people want to do.
Absolutely. Now you got a heck of a legacy. What would you personally want your legacy to be in this business, in reggae music, in dancehall music? Because a lot of folks forget that you've done a lot of dancehall as well.
Yeah, well, I'm a lover of music, and as I mentioned earlier. And when it comes to music, for me, there's no limit. I've done dancehall, I've done gospel, I've done reggae, I've done ballads. It's just me that. It's just me. I just love to express myself when it comes to music.
Okay, all right. Folks, once again, we got live on the phone Mr. Richie Stevens for a conversation with Rico Vibes for the Tanya Mullings Show. Now, talk about Tanya, and I know you was just in Canada. How was that show?
First of all, big up Tanya Mullings. She's been doing great on the air. I love the way, as a reggae artist herself, she's been defending the music. That's what it's about for me, to defend our music that we love, and she's helping to preserve and present the music in the finest form. So big up yourself, Tanya Mullings, my little sister. I never get to see her the other day when I was in Canada. But I saw it though. You hide from me, but it's all right. We talk about that. Love her still, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. But it was a great vibe in Canada. I went up there to do Irie Reggae Fest. It's a free festival where people could be able to come in free and listen to their favorite reggae artists. I was headlining on the Friday night, and it was very well attended. And we really entertained them nice, and people were happy at the end of it. You know, so we give thanks.
Okay. Now, as far as real reggae music, the album, the CD is all about. What's your goals for that album? You know, let's say in November you're here, you get nominated for a Grammy. What would that do for you? You know, and is that something that you would hope for?
Well, if that happened, I would give thanks to the Almighty first of all, you know, and to the many people who participated in creating this wonderful album. As I said to you though, I reached a stage in my life where it's going to be hard to surprise me. I've always worked hard. I've always stayed true to what I'm doing. So whatever to come, I'm going to give thanks. Not really, it won't surprise me. You know, I know that I've put in a lot of work, not just now, but it's some 30-something years I've been around, man.
Yeah. I mean, we've always heard about Richie Stevens. So yeah, you're right. What's next? What's next for you? You've done just about everything, like you said, gospel, souls, dancehall, reggae. What's next for Richie Stevens?
What's next for me is just more life, more music, more blessings, and just giving praise to the Almighty God for all His continuous support over the years and now. Thanks for what He's doing. He's done then and what He's doing now.
All right. And like I said, folks got it locked in Germany, Canada, the UK, New York, the worldwide. Say, shout out to all your fans.
To just bless up all the listeners near and far, and just let them know that right now you're tuning to myself and Rico Vibes holding it down. Big up Tanya Mullings. Know you're listening to it. Tanya listening right now, Rico?
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
She's listening?
She's listening.
Big up yourself, Tanya.
Yeah, man. Got it locked, man.
Yeah, man. We want to big up all the many fans listening in right now. And thinking, just let them know, just keep on supporting this great music called reggae music. It's a wonderful thing, but it's just a pity that the government of Jamaica is not understanding the power of this great music and do something about preserving it and presenting it to the world.
See, that's a whole nother conversation. That's when I get on my soapbox.
A whole nother interview, my brother.
Exactly.
A whole nother interview. There's so much to say.
That's when I get on my soapbox, man. Don't even start on that. But how can folks...
That's one reason I tell you that we really don't know what we have.
Exactly.
I mean, come on now, man. That is a shame.
Man.
I mean, such a big product.
Yes.
Such a big product, and it's not been defended by the government of Jamaica. No government has ever defended this music. I don't know.
Wow. So as an ambassador of reggae music worldwide, what is, before you go, what is your final message? What would you want people to take away from this interview? If anything at all, what would you want the message?
I want people to focus on the quality of the music coming from Jamaica and support that. Okay. Because that is the only thing that will keep our music alive. And let me not be biased here. There are some good dancehall music that is coming too, putting out. You understand, some nice party dancehall music, which is a way to entertain people. So I'm not talking about dancehall or reggae. I'm talking about the music that is coming from Jamaica. Let it be quality, support the quality, because there are too many times that we know some music that's been produced and put out. No good at all. And yet, some people still want to support it. I mean, come on now, man. Let's not support the kind of music that we know going to be damaging to the kids that listen to it.
Right.
Yeah, those are the kind of things I'm talking about. Some type of music that designed to just mess up things more than how it is already.
Right.
And yet those songs become popular songs. And then you find some wonderful artists with great talent struggling to get a place, struggling to get acceptance.
Right.
So those are the type of things that I want people to get back into. Wow. Get back into the quality of entertainment and not just anything that comes.
What do you think about the idea of a Reggae Hall of Fame?
Well, I mean, anything to honor and to really give respect to the artists who spend years of creating this music with true blood, sweat, and tears. It's a good thing.
Okay.
But we just hope whatever structure set up, it must be a proper structure.
Right.
So that the right get the right recognition.
Right. Okay. With that said, Mr. Richie Stevens, it's been a pleasure, as always. And we want to continue supporting real reggae music, and the album is available. Tell the folks where they can purchase the album.
Well, it's available on Amazon, iTunes, and so. It's on physical, but it's in Germany. It's released in Germany officially. But for now, they can buy it on iTunes and Amazon and digital downloads,
Okay.
Real reggae music is my latest effort, so check it out, people.
Absolutely. And you know what? We have some folks saying that you are never on Twitter. We need you to be on Twitter more. I mean, we try to tweet you and we don't see much activity.
You know that I've just joined Twitter? Well, the truth is, there's so many social networks.
Exactly.
I'm always on Facebook. I'm on Instagram.
Right.
And so, but, it's difficult to keep up, but anyway, I'm on Twitter now.
Okay.
Also, I want people to watch on stage this weekend. I'll be on with Winford Williams, and I'll be talking about the whole European tour that I've just did with my friend Gentleman for 7 weeks. It was a great tour, And not that I will be doing just an interview. I'll be premiering some videos, especially the No Woman No Cry. There's a live video to it. You know, we've been to about 12 countries in 7 weeks in Europe. And all the live footage, we got them, we edit them to the No Woman No Cry. So it's going to be very interesting. So I'm asking people to check it out. 9 o'clock Jamaica time with Winford Williams.
And that's when? This Friday or Saturday?
This Saturday.
This Saturday. Okay, so Saturday, 9 o'clock Jamaica time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you check it out. And we definitely look forward to the premiere of the video.
Yeah, man, definitely. Check it out. Also, there's a video with myself, Jenkins and Alba Rosie, a song called World Gone Mad. So lots of stuff to premiere.
Man. Okay, well, we're looking forward to this. And we're going to make this part 1 because, you know, we have a lot more things to talk about. So we're going to make this part 1.
Hold on, Rico Vibes.
Yes.
Quickly, please allow me to just big up Richie Campbell.
Go ahead.
From out of Portugal. Big artist in Portugal. And we've got a combination on the album called True Believer in Love that is doing well in Portugal right now. So I have to big him up right now.
You know what? That's one of my favorites as well. No joke. That's one of my favorites. True Believer in Love. One of my favorites.
Big up.
Well,
every time.
The quality of the work is there.
Thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure talking today, eh?
Oh, man. It's always been a pleasure. Always been a pleasure,
yeah,
you know.
Man, and big up the listeners worldwide.
Absolutely. And we'll talk again real soon, all right?
Yeah, man.
Bless up. There you have it, folks. Mr. Richie Stevens. It's always a pleasure talking to Richie Stevens. He's a veteran in the business, and he knows what he's talking about. Listen to what he's saying. He knows what he's talking about. It's Conversations with Rico Vibes for the Tanya Mullings Show right here on the Rico Vibes One Drop Reggae Show.
You don't know I gotta bring you the track. It's Richie Stevens and Richie Campbell, True Believer in Love. Shout out to you, Richie. Thank you so much for the kind words, my friend, and I missed you too. You're in the T-Dot. Pick up yourselves, boss man Rico Vibes. Wicked interview as always.